So the last 2 weeks have been extremely spicy here on the channel. We've made lists dunking on ADV riders and sport bike riders and leaving nothing behind but charred husks of egos and earth salted by the tears of riders who can't take a joke. I'm happy to say that today we're not pulling a Bobby Hill and going straight for the old coin purse. We're taking it easy and just having some fun. Today we're going to take a look at the most popular bikes out there and what that bike says about you. That's right, much like cars, dogs, and whatever you call that fizzy brown liquid Coke or soda or pop, your motorcycle says a lot about who you are and what you're all about. Some people like fat dad bikes, some people like sport bikes, where you need to be a Cirque du Soleil level contortionist to ride them. But hey, that's why they make a whole bunch of different bikes so you can have different experiences. See how inclusive we're being today? It's a warm, big, fuzzy blanket of memes and acceptance. Now, with that being said, let's pull a Bobby Hill and go straight for the coin purse. Come on, my guys, this is Yammy Noob. We're here to goof off and laugh at motorcycling. Now, today's gonna be a bit different. Normally, I'm all about the top 7s or 10s or whatever, but we're going hog wild today. It's a roast omnibus, and I'm gonna hit as many bikes as humanly possible. Oh, and lest I forget, all these bikes were submitted by our members over on Discord. They volunteered to be roasted. If you want that privilege, maybe click the link down below and find out how over on yammynoob.co. Before we get into it though, I need to take a minute and shout out our sponsor for today's video, Rokform.
Hey, whoa, dude, what are you doing
What's
here,
up, man? Oh, I'm mounting up my phone to the bike.
Wait, no, why? Dude, there's a better way to do this. You don't have to live this life.
Really?
No. Thanks, Rokform's got you covered, man.
Has this ever happened to you? You see, you don't need to use archaic technology like tape or zip ties if you want to check maps or change your music while you ride. Not only can you get a rock-solid mount for your bike, your car, your bathtub, etc., but you're also going to get the next level in cell phone safety systems. Rokform's low-profile case has been drop-tested from 6 feet and will keep your phone safe without turning it into a massive plastic brick in your pocket. It doesn't stop there, though. Rokform has sport rings, wireless chargers, and more. Click the link down below and use the code YN25 for 25% off your order.
Let's start out with one near and dear to my heart, the Triumph Daytona 675R. The Daytona is the choice for people who want to live life on hard mode. You want your motorcycle to be the most uncomfortable and uncompromising 600, even though it's not even really a 600. But hey, you're daring to be different. You whisper sweet nothings into its exhaust pipe while forking out cash hand over fist to keep it running. Oh, a word to the wise, don't turn it into a race bike. That way sadness lies. How about a Gen 3 SV650? Okay, so you wanted a motorcycle that everyone told you was perfect because you're a paint-by-numbers person, I guess. You don't want to think independently, you just Googled best starter bike, spent an afternoon watching YouTube videos, and then went to the dealership the next day. The sales dude asked you if you wanted to take a test ride, and you said, no. Everyone on the internet already told you it's the best, and so you're not going to go against groupthink. The Moto Guzzi V7 Stone. For someone who looked at a Ducati Scrambler and said, nah, that's too reliable. I want my motorcycle to be engineered by an Italian too liquored up on his lunchtime vino to bolt the engine on the right way. You enjoy having to explain to people who Moto Guzzi is and how they're actually more authentically Italian than Ducati and more characterful than an MV Agusta. Don't worry though, I'm sure that oil puddle under your bike was there when you parked it. The Honda CB650R. You're a rider who's either a beginner who refuses to listen to advice and bought the biggest and baddest 650 you could because there's no way that 47 horsepower could keep you entertained. No, you needed almost double. But it's okay though, it's an inline four and it doesn't make all the power until the top end and you're actually going to keep it low down in the revs because you revved it out once and you made poopy in your tighty whities. That, or you're a rider who's desperately trying to cling to a Honda that no longer exists. One that makes fun motorcycles for people who don't want everything to be DCT. Yeah, me too, buddy. The Husqvarna Vitpillen 401. You watched our videos on the Svartpillen and noticed how much we loved it. It's a scrambler, it's a sport bike, it's got cool features. And then you didn't listen, and instead you got the one with clip-ons and street rubber, and because you already know for sure that having fun off-road is not for you. So sad. You were this close to achieving greatness. Oh well. The Ducati Panigale V4S. Oh, I see, you thought that buying a motorcycle was gonna get you laid. Okay, how's that going for you? Not good, all right? I bet it's not going well. Yeah, sure. The Panigale is a wonderful motorcycle and most people would kill to have one, but my dude, there are cheaper ways to buy a personality. You really should have just gotten a V2, let's be real. No one would tell the difference anyways. The Kawasaki Z900. Oh my god, fine, I'll ride one, but let me tell you this before I do. It's just a motorcycle, not the second coming of Jesus. I know you wish you'd gotten an MT-09, it's okay, you can admit it. the Yamaha MT-10. Now, this is one I genuinely understand. We rode the MT-10, and you're right, it's an amazing motorcycle. It's an R1 from the seat down, and the engine note is to die for. Though, it's a real shame you need to ride a bike around with the bag on your head. Or maybe you watched the Michael Bay Transformers movie and thought that Megatron was your spirit animal. God, this bike is ugly. But don't worry though, that thing I said about bikes reflecting on their owners, yeah, that definitely didn't happen to you. Trust me, you don't have to look in the mirror. You're not some matchstick looking ugly mofo. You're definitely not. The Harley Davidson Fat Bob. It's a real bike. You've got the matching patches to prove it too. It looks good sitting out front of your brokerage firm as well, and it lends an air of relatability to you. You're certainly a man or woman of the people in your 5,000 square foot McMansion. Too bad your boss has a 6,000 square foot McMansion and a road glide in a driveway. Better luck next time. The DRZ 400 SM from Suzuki. I bet you spend like $3,000 on that bike, right? How many Amazon parts are on it? Don't lie to me. I know you've got the levers and the handguards, probably some pegs, and wait, don't tell me. You definitely have the Aturbis plastics on there with a bunch of stickers too. Your rear tire is about to show cords, and the bike only starts if you choke it harder than a fetishist at a BDSM club. Dude, just get a 690, your life will be so much better, though you might need to spend some actual money on that bike. The Ducati Hyper Motard. This is what happens when you misunderstand the homework assignment. Your buddies all want to goof around and do wheelies on lightweight converted dirt bikes, but you wouldn't be caught dead on anything so droll. I mean, you've already spent money on a Ducati Corsa suit so you can cosplay as a fast boy. Why not spend money on a bike that also likes to cosplay? No, the Hyper is not a supermoto. Get over it. The Yamaha R3, or is that a Ninja 400, or a CBR 300R, or a Ninja 300? Look, beginner sport bikes, they're all the same at the end of the day. Sure, the Ninja's a little bit better, but that's like betting on the one Dachshund who understands why they're the wiener dog at the dog race. The other ones are just happy to be there. The correct answer is Farpillin 401 though, just in case you're curious. The Kawasaki Versa 650. What can I say about this bike and its riders that I already haven't said before? You're Wonder Bread personified. You're a human dial tone, an empty room, painted white, in-person form. You bore chartered accountants. Don't worry though, your mom thinks you're handsome and that your motorcycle is very fetching. She likes how not loud it is and how it isn't fast like those other bikes. It's very responsible. She knows you're gonna be okay and safe. The Aprilia RS 660s. Are you sick of all the questions about their reliability? Oh hey, did you hear they had a recall on those because the engine was exploding? Hey, Aprilias, they might be unreliable. You ride an Aprilia, don't you? Your bike is probably gonna break down. Boy, oh boy, you really should have gotten a Japanese bike. They're so much more reliable. I feel your pain. If I had a nickel for every time I read the comment, Aprilia unreliable, I could buy another Turbo Hayabusa. Speaking of Turbo Hayabusas, you're a complete degenerate. You want to make a mockery of human society and the fragile rules governing safe travel down roadways. Just in case that wasn't enough, you have a gender bender version of Jesus and a bikini airbrushed on your tank so that you can pray to whatever God you believe in when you try to start the bike. The pre-cross plane R1, so that's anything earlier than 2009. You wanted a liter bike, but you didn't want the stigma of owning a Gixxer, and you don't like the taste of Monster Energy drinks, so your bike can't be green. You're also not going to be caught dead on a Honda. The new R1s are really expensive, so instead you just get the one that is missing the one thing that makes R1s so cool and unique. I'm not sure if you're just cheap or you're just a liter bike hipster living under the misguided belief that standard inline 4 firing order sounds better than a crossplane. Either way, you need to get an update, my dude. The Gixxer 750. Talk about needing an update. I bet you're the kind of person who forgets their freezer pizza in the oven. You've got the same set it and forget it attitude as Papa Suzuki. Do you think Suzuki even remembers that they still make the 750? Do you think they walk out of the driveway and find yourself surprised by a motorcycle sitting there, remembering, oh yeah, you have a sport bike. Oh, I'm sure the 750 is a fine motorcycle. I mean, it did win championships and stuff, but it's been decades at this point. Triumph Bonneville, for someone who really enjoys listening to old people talk about how things aren't just built the same way anymore. That, or you needed a motorcycle to go with your flannel shirt and skinny jeans. There's an easier way to listen to old people talking to you. Just Google old people ASMR on YouTube, and you could probably get it done. In fact, someone should make a Triumph Bonneville old people ASMR at a gas station video. That would be really funny. The Harley-Davidson Sportster Iron 883. I don't know how you people can even summon the courage to get out of bed in the morning. Even little old ladies make fun of how slow your bike is. I know you've got a deposit down on the Hammer 1275 kit, and you're just waiting for all the parts to come in. Put it in your manifesto, pal. Not to dogpile, but you do realize that the 1200 is a thing, right? I mean, you can get a motorcycle with at least some power under the hood. The Royal Enfield Meteor 350. To that one person who submitted this on the Discord, I just want to say that if you're wondering why you don't have access to the server anymore, I personally went in and banned you. Go rethink your entire life, and then I'll let you back in. I cannot even begin in good conscience to understand where you're coming from buying this motorcycle. I can only assume that you've hit rock bottom and had nowhere else to go. The Yamaha MT-07. You just want to do hood rat stuff with your friends. The Kawasaki 650. You just want to do hood rat stuff with your friends, but you don't understand why all your friends on MT-07s don't want to hang out. Let me explain. You bought the great value MT-07 and they think you're a dork. The Energica Ego. No, I'm not going to talk about a toaster. The Honda VFR 800 Interceptor. What happens when you grew up hearing how Harbor Freight is just as good as Home Depot? No, the Interceptor is not as good as a Ducati. The Harley-Davidson Sportster S. Whoa, somebody actually bought one. That's cool. I guess that means they're not going to discontinue it after all. But the question is, do you go dressed like a pirate or a Power Ranger? I'm sure that's a quandary you struggle with every day. Fact, there are approximately 200 feral cats roaming the grounds of Disneyland, where they help control the park's rodent population. They're all spayed or neutered, and the park staff provides them with both extra food and medical care. It's too bad they can't kill that one big rat they have at Disney. Goodbye. Just in case that wasn't enough, you have a gender bender version of Jesus in a bikini airbrushed on your tank so that you can pray to whatever you Oh, that's a good line. Sorry. Just in case that wasn't enough, you have a gender bender version of Jesus. Just in case that wasn't enough, you have a gender bender. Fuck me. I can't get it out. That's a good line. Just in case that wasn't enough, you have a gender bender version of Jesus in a bikini. I can't read this. Oh, God damn it.
Keep watching.